You know, the thing about that whole Harambe gorilla thing, and I know this is very topical, but I think about it every time I come into this room and see these gorillas. That means there are zoo employees who like drive to work every day and they're like, yeah, you know, gotta push that paperwork, gotta prioritize optimization of feeding schedules. But somewhere in the back of their head, they're also like, I wonder if I'm gonna get to shoot like a valuable zoo asset. Like that tiger who thinks he's better than me. You think I'm gonna get to shoot him in the face today? And that means too, there are employees at the zoo whose jobs are probably to specifically shoot the animals if they get out of control. They're like, oh no, the gorilla's got a kid. Hey, go get Glenn. He has the keys to that room where we keep the guns. What's that? Glenn's on vacation? Oh, Glenn's on his honeymoon. I didn't even know Glenn got married. I mean, I'm not insulted I didn't get invited. I don't know the guy, but what about that kid who runs the snack cart? He seems like kind of a freak. He seems like he'd be down to shoot a gorilla at a moment's notice. I think he's got some stuff in his trunk. He's leaping down into the enclosure with a samurai blade. Like, is the paperwork the same if they save the kid with a zoo-sanctioned sniper rifle, or if a kid just stabs it through the heart with a katana that he ordered online with his mom's credit card? Does this seem safe? He's an old man. He should have one of those chairs that slides up and down the staircase. He should have one of those bathtubs that's like a jacuzzi with a door that you step into. What's up, son?
I'm glad to see you return safely. I know the task was difficult, but I needed you to see firsthand how dangerous a rogue synth can be. Well done. While you were away, I had quarters prepared for you. You'll find all the basic necessities, as well as a generous stock of arms and equipment. Go and have a look. I think you'll be quite pleased.
Keep in mind he's... Okay. The leader of the Institute has access to all the funds the organization has to offer. Let's see the generous supplies he's granted to us. His father. I mean, yeah, he set us up with our own apartment. He's paying for our apartment, but yeah, let's see how much sway he really gets us. Okay, damn, dude. Son gave us an apartment like 50 miles away from where he lives. Does not want us close by. He doesn't want us doing pop-ins, I guess. Okay, pretty decent. Got our standard 4 vases.
Father wants to see you.
Our modern art, pretty nice. Did he paint this for us? This is like he's our kid, so this must be one of his pieces that we're hanging up on the fridge. He gave us a clean room suit, bunch of towels, another clean room suit, so he wants us to be clean. He gave us 2 of the same suit. A fusion cell, some stim packs, a jumper, very British. And wow, a toilet. No door on the toilet, but at least it's out of the eye line of the rest of the room. And a tiny shower we can barely fit in. Feeling a little claustrophobic in here. Nowhere to stand. Sometimes in a shower you want to stand outside of the water, get your wits together. Not the case in here. I mean, you tell me, how often are you in the shower under the water? The whole time? Stocked up on the towels, though. We might want to relocate these back over there. Might make more sense. Got our own coffee cup? Yeah. Okay. Thanks, son. You really gave us everything we could ever dream for. We should go up to him and be like, dude, what the fuck? I'm like running this whole game. I got people to kill. You gave me one gun and 16 bullets.
Rushed work is sloppy.
You think I killed everybody on that pirate ship with 16 bullets?
The Institute is my life.
I'm goddamn lost as shit, but I've been here so many times I'm like embarrassed to ask for directions. You ever been in that situation? I'm in a tight spot over here. They're like, you need anything, sir? And I'm like, nope, just I know where I'm going.
Bye. I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
I wish they had like I mean they have like the military division of this company. They have like the bioscience that pushes the technology. They can't have like one that's like, our whole thing is we make like fun novelty synths. Like, remember Dracula? We made a Dracula synth. He thinks he's Dracula. He talks like Dracula. He goes blah, and but he's a synth. But he's like a Dracula guy. And this is like an old-timey prospector guy. He thinks he's like always panning for gold and stuff. He talks like this, and he's got a beard. And then we made like a Santa Claus synth. This is like kind of like our religious figure synths. We have like Jesus synth, John, Paul, and Mary synth. This is a weird section. These are our racial stereotype synths. Those guys are not popular. We mostly, well, we don't bring them out much. In fact, the guy who kind of headed up that sector, we let him go a while back. These are our synths that are easy to give nicknames to. We got a really tall one. You could call him Stretch. We got a really muscular big guy with a high-pitched voice. Easily could be given the nickname Tiny. We got like a guy with red hair. It's really red, naturally red. You could call him Red. Yeah, you know, stuff like that. Does anybody know where my kid lives? I can't find my kid's fucking apartment. We made a synth who's like always out of breath. So he always sounds like he's like out of breath. Is he actually? Maybe he just sounds like that, but he's not, and that's how he gets ya. Made a synth who's good at cooking. We made a synth who's really bad at cooking, but he's like a nice guy regardless. We made a synth who's mean to retail workers. We made a synth who is a bad driver. Sean, you're on the other side of the goddamn map. I'm all the way over here running around in circles like a goon. Made a synth who he always forgets your birthday, and then he like tries to pretend like he remembered. He digs around his desk for a quote unquote gift to give you, and he's like, I knew it was your birthday, but he didn't. That dude did not know it was your birthday.
Hello, Father. Tell me, what would you do when someone has stolen from you?
I teach the guy a lesson. Make sure he never does it again.
Using physical force is never my first choice, but there are times when it becomes necessary. The group that calls themselves the Railroad have acquired several synths from the Institute. Synths that had gone...
Those are my buds, dude.
They no doubt mean to free these synths, in their delusion that synths are somehow sentient beings. You've been in contact with the Railroad, so you're aware of their misguided beliefs.
They mean well. They're only doing what they think is right.
You dealt with Libertalia. That's the result of their selfish, short-sighted plan. Usually they are a minor nuisance, but lately they have become more emboldened. I'm afraid we've reached the point where a response is necessary. We have learned the current location of these synths, and need to reacquire them before the Railroad can hide them.
Sounds pretty simple.
Hopefully, yes. But it's important that we act on this soon, before the Railroad has any indication we've tracked them. We also don't want the Brotherhood of Steel getting wind of the presence of the synths. That would only complicate matters.
Welcome back, guys, to Fallout 4. This is part... fucking whatever, 15, 16? 16. We got a little bit of an Institute makeover. We had crazy hair, so... this is my headcanon. Hey, buddy, this is how I make video games fun to play. You role play. You're a guy who likes weird chairs and getting haircuts and shaves. It kind of reveals how ugly all the scars our guy has are, but that's okay. We also got a brand new pair of white long johns with our son's company's logo on them. We had to buy that. That did not come free. No handouts from dear old Sunny Boy there, but now we got a little makeover. Probably going to make it harder to go undercover, but I don't think people pay attention to brands and logos in this universe. That means if you got a pair of Nikes you love, nobody's going to give a shit, because they don't even bother to look at what is basically like the synth Nazi symbol on my arm there. Now here's the thing, we're about to go into a big battle between the Brotherhood of Steel, the Railroad, and the Institute. But since we're friends with all three of those, no one's really going to be shooting at us, which makes this mission, which is supposed to be kind of like a big set-piece battle for the game, kind of pointless. Like, it's not very immersive because no one's going to be batting an eye at where we are or what we're doing.
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah, the line at the car wash was super long. Took me forever.
Your attempt at humor is wasted. Our targets
Oh,
are inside.
shit.
4 synths under railroad protection. Majority of the settlement is uninvolved and are expected to run for cover. The situation appears to have escalated. A covert approach is likely impossible. We move in, secure the synths, and I relay out with them back to the Institute. Clear? The mission's parameters just changed. We go in shooting. Requesting backup relay now.
Okay, kind of shooting at a plane. Kind of like throwing rocks at a plane. You can see the good guys have blue lasers. When's the last time you ever saw a good guy team that had fucking red lasers? This is some Homestar Runner Cheat Commandos basic level of good versus evil. We're talking lightsaber morality here. I kind of want these guys to die so that I can like pick up their clothes. I don't know if I can maybe trip one into falling onto a rusty nail or something and help myself to what they got, but yeah, I don't really see it happening. Like, I want your stuff, so if you could just conveniently die at my feet, it would be handy. Magnifying glass. We got ourselves a guy who fancies himself a detective. Man, look, you saw how bulky that shit was. We folded it neatly. This thing had like elbow pads sewn into it. We are on a, you see this, dude? We are on another plane of existence when it comes to folding clothes. We're out of control. And once again, the only casualty turned out to be a robot. Ain't that always the way? Look at this guy's little gun. What is that, dude? You see what they have here? Look at that. Yeah, look at all the blood. It's not very effective, is it? You want a napkin or something? You need a band-aid, dude? Thank you. Let me root through this pile of ash. He had $1, some bullets, and a cake pan. Dude was priming to bake a cake.
Alright. Still in one piece.
Still in one piece, not so much. Kind of in the most pieces possible there. My friends, deal with the escaped synths. What's up, guys? You got the same kind of uniform on.
I've been looking for you.
No, I've got money. It's yours if you let me go.
Money?
F633, initiate reset. Authorization code Delta 62 Arcus.
That just makes him shit his pants. Oh shit! Oh no, that was the wrong code.
On the next. Who's that
Let's try it again.
It's over.
I know this one deactivates you completely.
All right, Synth.
Please.
Z322, initiate reset. Authorization code Gamma 49 Typhoon.
Here they are.
God, it's a Courser.
Oh no.
Issue the reset codes and we'll relay back to the Institute. Time
Yeah,
is critical.
I was kind of... Time is critical? I was already on it. This guy's already been reset to Spanish mode.
You there, Synth.
Come on, please. Just don't.
What if I just let one of them go?
Why are you so afraid?
I don't want to go back. Please, don't make me go back.
Nah.
B257, initiate reset. Authorization code Theta 93 Stratus.
He's like, that was my reset code, actually.
No sudden moves.
Please, no.
What's so bad about the Institute?
I couldn't take it anymore.
It's just, I don't think their aesthetic is cool. I'm more of a steampunk dude.
Y915, initiate reset. Authorization code Beta 77 Tempest.
That's all of them.
Was there a part of the mission where we were sitting alone in our room,
Make sure all
studying
hostiles
those codes?
I will relay the synths
Just
back
kind of like
to
muttering
the
them to ourselves quietly.
Report to Father upon your return. Good work.
Ow. You know, I have to go back to the Institute too. Like, I couldn't have caught a ride with him. I have to walk out of here myself. Shit's weak, is what I'm saying. Shit's real weak. What are you, drinking a glass of water? You're a robot. Oh shit, you killed this guy? This guy actually owed me money. So I don't know how that's gonna work. Do you inherit his debt to me? I don't know. Is that how it works? Is that how it works? Naked man already stole his shirt. Alright. No one's suspicious. They're like, how come the synths weren't shooting at you? I'm like, I don't know. Was that juice box? Oh, it's a pack of cigarettes. Alright, so now our son wants to meet us on the roof of this building. He probably just fucking teleported up there. I'm sure he can he can see us walking there. But we're gonna have to go through the front doors and take the stairs like a loser. Look, see, and we have to fight people. He'll be like, what took you so long? I'm like, I don't know, I had to shoot a bunch of guys to get up here. See, now at this point I can like see the roof, so I could be calling to him like, let me up there? Can we talk through one of these slats? Because I can't seem to find the stairs out of here, dude. Gross, it's like raining. Where is he? He's not gonna meet me under the stairs, it's raining. Oh, there he is. Our son, the weirdo. You would not believe the day I had, kid. Ooh, maybe this will be more dramatic. It's got like kind of a Batman feel to it. You ever heard of Batman, Sean?
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future here. The only hope for humanity lies below.
So why come out here?
To put things in perspective, I suppose. Standing here, I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you, I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me.
Yeah, honestly, probably.
But why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111. I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
Your unconditional love is overwhelming. I think I need a moment.
I can accept that you're offended. You must understand, though. I have had no love to feel. We have been strangers until now, you and I. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea...
Are you familiar with the scientific method?
Would the Commonwealth corrupt you? As it
I had a control group set up. Some other guy's dad I had locked in a fridge.
Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
He's our kid.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
I can see that you do. It's remarkable. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna light this bonfire.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation.
Ooh, what's he gonna give us?
Really. It's time for
500 bottle caps.
Of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside. The director
That's... We saw that they had glass bottles of Coke down there.
I've seen enough.
So I can only assume, okay. Once again, I could have used a ride. If you were just gonna have me meet you in the boardroom, like, I'm going there too, right? Like, that's not... It's raining. It's not weird that I might have... I mean, it's a teleporter. What are you gonna tell me? There's no room in a teleporter? It only seats one? Okay, guys, that'll do it for this episode of Fallout. What did we do? We, participated in a battle at Bunker Hill. We got a haircut. We talked to our dad in the rain. It was very emotional. Didn't hug us. Look at those planes. Do they want to give us a ride back down? Because, you know, we've had a lot of bad luck with catching rides lately. I don't know. We'll see you next time, guys. Make sure to leave a like, a sub, leave a comment, let me know what you think. And, yeah, thanks. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.